games.
I just think the way it's a good. We've always had some talented guys. This group's just a little maybe just physically and the way they're wired a little harder. You know, there's still some things once in a while that aren't as clean or as perfect as you want, but man, they play hard. They battle and fight and scratch, and it's tough. Stud's doing a great job with them. Guys are buying in. Backs are running hard. Tight ends compliment. It's a good attitude group. Got to keep building on it. You know, hopefully we're just starting. It doesn't mean you're going to get more yards, but tough yards, hard yards, and keep them healthy and keep them running hard.
Pretty good 1-2 punch there with JK and
it's really good.
Master.
Yeah, really good to get Master to come on. You know, preseason was a little limited with some slight injuries, so now he's got a little momentum, and hopefully the momentum like JK to be a great practice player because you don't want to overdo it. But the really good guys are good on Tuesday, Wednesday, and they just get enough in their tank where they're ready to roll and they play with the right kind of pad level. So he's coming on strong, and it's good to see because we need that.
So your guys are never allowed to hit them, right? I just wondered if they do any better than anybody else does, trying to get them on the ground.
Well, we just can't. We don't take them to the ground, and the reason you don't go on the ground practice, you don't get cheap ankle, knee. And it's not the carrier; it's all the other guys. Everything's up, but we thump it a lot. We've worked hard. I think it's been one of Coach Day's mantras all year about being a tough team, a physical team. And there's a way you have to practice. And I think as a coach, there's a gauge where you figure out when to turn it up and when to turn it down. I think Ryan's done a beautiful job with our offense and defense of trying to build the toughness you need to be a really good football team.
And the difference there, you like? Are they different enough to give the defense another look?
Yeah. I mean, Master's fast. He's a big guy, but when he runs, get behind his pad, he's a load. And of course, JK's got great vision and great feet in the hole. So they're different, but they're both doing really well. Hopefully, we'll keep it going.
Kevin, we've talked before about how hard it is to do two things well, both pass and run. I mean, if you're a Big 12 team, you throw the ball because that's what you focus on. How are you guys doing both things so well? Is that just because this is a Big 10 team?
Well, I think the way the line, that's a great question, but I think the way the line has come on with the running backs, and then you complement that with, I think even though Justin's new, the passing system was in place, and the guys knew a lot of the nuances and how to complement some things in the pass. I think it's the passing game being implemented, and then the style and the attitude of the kids has helped complement and really got the run game up to where the pass is.
How about the evolution of you and Ryan? I think his first game was back here a couple of years ago. He talked about Indiana got a fast start. You guys put it away, but how have you grown in those 2 years with him, around him? I don't know.
Yeah, well, and of course, in time now, roles are different now. He being the head guy, but in general, I think we work well together, and I really like going into our meeting room with all our guys, Coach Dudrawa and Coach Alford, and now that Coach Hart's there. I mean, it's good staff, it's good energy. There's a lot of thoughts. Not every ideal stick, but I think it sticks. But there's good chemistry. I think me and Coach Day have some strengths, but I think we complement each other. And, when you're a football guy and you're watching tape, it's no different than artists. I see certain things that some guys don't see because I have my view. It's not the right view. It's not a wrong view. It's just my view. And Ryan has his view. And I think together we collectively do it. I think Ryan is very mature at his age where then he can get a pulse on it and really run with it the way he wants to run with it. And I think that's the strength of what's going on with us.
How does the mechanics of the play calling work?
A lot of it after the drive, give me a couple runs next drive, what are you thinking?
Okay.
And like, hey, do we want to tempo it up, slow it down? Hey, next third down, before the game, hey, Ryan, what's your first 2 third long calls? What are you thinking third and short? What are you thinking third and medium? Here's what I like. What do you like? Coach Jurcic is very much involved too.
Yep.
And again, Mike will see things different than us, and those are all great thoughts. Collectively, I think the thing right now is with all those sites, Ryan's doing a great job of managing it, where we're not getting all over the place. And I think that's the strength of what's going on with our staff right now.
And it happens in 10, 15, 20 seconds, right?
Yeah, sometimes it happens as soon as we call a play because you're on to the next one, whatever, and all that done. I might say something, Ryan's going a different direction, vice versa. He manages the whole thing. It's going great.
What are those coaching meetings like? We've heard stories where one guy talks. That happens.
No, we just, to me, I don't know if we're talking as much as thinking out loud. And that's the beauty of it because you have a lot of thoughts, and most of our thoughts sometimes don't stick, and no one takes it personal. So it's just collective thinking. It's thinking out loud. There's a lot of different views. And the deal is to get everybody on the same page to buy what we're doing, have a direction.
You have the freedom to do that. I mean,
very much. Very matter of fact, you're discouraged if guys don't. You'll ask, and sometimes myself or Coach Day will physically ask guys, what do you think? What do you like? Just to see what it is. And maybe we don't agree with it, just try to keep engagement. That's the beauty of working together.
Kevin, it's 7-3 early second quarter. You guys get the ball back. You have the touchdown drive that ends with the pass to Chris. Chris blocks the punt. You come back. JK has a long run. You score 16 points in 6 minutes. What's the ability of this team to be explosive in that way, do you think?
I think we're trying to figure and build on that because I don't know. We're not as flashy and overly big play dynamic, but I think as we hammer where guys some of those big plays pop is our players and our depth and our tempo and our bodies kind of keep coming and wear on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.